Hey there. If you're living in Estero and you're trying to find the right dog trainer, well, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to make a really confident, smart decision for you and your dog.
I mean, that's the dream, right? Just enjoying everything this amazing community has to offer, with your dog right by your side, totally relaxed and happy. And that vision? It's completely within reach when you have the right training in place.
So to help get you there, we've laid out a clear plan. We'll kick things off with the specific skills your dog needs for life right here in Estero. Then we'll get into what makes a trainer great, what you can expect to pay, the must-ask questions, and we'll wrap up with local rules and resources. Okay, so first things first. Training a dog here isn't just about the basics like sit and stay. It's really about getting them ready for the unique lifestyle we have here in Southwest Florida. And this is what we're talking about. Think about it. You need a dog that can stay calm at a busy place like Coconut Point, right? Or one that can walk nicely on those community paths without trying to greet every single person. And what about ignoring all those golf carts? That's a big one. Plus, you want them to be composed when you're eating outside and be able to just chill indoors when those summer storms roll through.
Now that we know what our dogs need to learn, how do we find the right person to teach them? Well, it really boils down to two things: their training philosophy and their professional qualifications.
You're going to hear this term a lot, and for good reason. Positive reinforcement is the modern, humane, and effective way to train. It's not just about bribing your dog with treats. It's a science-based way to show them what you want them to do, which makes them want to do it. It builds an incredible bond of trust between you.
And this is the other side of that coin. Seriously, this is a huge red flag. Any method that uses fear or pain might look like it's working fast, but all it's really doing is suppressing behavior, and that can lead to major anxiety and even aggression later on. A great trainer builds your dog's confidence. They don't tear it down.
Now, Florida doesn't actually require trainers to have a license, so these certifications are a really big deal. They prove that a trainer has put in the work, passed some tough exams, and is committed to a professional code of ethics. Some of these are for general skills, while others show that a trainer specializes in more complex issues like anxiety or aggression.
All right, let's get practical. What do these training programs actually look like, and what's it going to cost here in the Estero area?
Okay, so your two main options are usually group classes or private sessions. Group classes are awesome for puppies and for practicing commands with the distraction of other dogs around. But private sessions? They're perfect for tackling those problems that only happen at home. Like jumping on guests or going wild when the doorbell rings. The trainer comes to you and works on the problem right where it happens.
This chart gives you a pretty good ballpark for what to expect, cost-wise, in Lee County. As you can see, a 6-week group class is going to run you a few $100. A package of private lessons at your home is more of an investment, and then you have things like board and train programs, which are much more intensive. These are just averages, but they're a great starting point for figuring out your budget.
Okay, so you've found a few trainers that look promising. What's next? Well, the consultation is your time to interview them. Think of this as your personal checklist to make sure you're making a great choice.
When you're on the phone with a trainer, you absolutely want to ask about their philosophy. You're listening for positive reinforcement. Ask about their certifications, for sure, but also ask how they'll tailor a plan for your dog's specific issues. And a really important one, ask them what your homework will be, because let's be honest, the real progress happens with the work you do between sessions. That's what makes it all stick.
So all this amazing training is great, but it has to work out in the real world, right? That means you need to know the local rules of the road and have some good spots to go practice.
For Estero and Lee County, these are the top 3 things to know. First, there's a leash law pretty much everywhere that isn't a designated dog park. Second, the rabies vaccine and tag, that's state law, not optional. And third, you gotta be a good neighbor and manage any excessive barking, which, by the way, good training is a huge help for.
And once you're ready, here are some fantastic local places to practice. The dog park at Estero Community Park is perfect for working on recall in a safe, fenced area. And places like the Estero River Trail or Corishon State Park are amazing for practicing that loose leash walking with real-life distractions all around you.
After we've gone through all the skills, the trainers, the costs, and the local rules, it really brings us to one final question. What is this all for?
This is it, right here. You're not just hiring someone to stop your dog from pulling on the leash. You're investing in a partner who can help you build a stronger, happier relationship so you can enjoy your life together right here in our community.
We really hope this guide helps you find that perfect person, because having a well-mannered dog makes every single part of life in Estero better. It makes those neighborhood walks more relaxing, it makes having friends over less stressful, it just makes everything more enjoyable for you, for your dog, and for everyone you meet.